Hey everybody, it's Edwardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of the Cinema Draft and DraftStream games. Yeah, it's going to be one of those type of mornings. I'm just going to try to power through this, or afternoon, whatever. Time is a flat circle at this point. Anybody who knows me or follows me on Twitter especially knows how fucking irate I am, so I'm just going to try to keep this short and just do my job. I'm just here so I don't get fined. But also, I do want to share some things about the game and the games we've just played that should be of interest to all of us. So let me bring this over here. Okay, so I wish I could muster more enthusiasm, but congratulations to Jaybird. He did it again, man. I don't know if this guy has a horseshoe up his ass or whatever, but it took the vast of night not registering a Rotten Tomatoes audience score for him to squeak out a 5-point victory, winning for the five freaking weeks in a row. The Jaybird from Ontario, the Canadian invasion. It's a full-blown occupation now. We're under the rule of the bird. I won't even play that Imperial March soundbite again because I don't want to get flagged by YouTube, but yeah. Congratulations, Jaybird. I will be paying yet again another international PayPal processing fee in your direction. Good shit. And for those of us like, who is it? Like Brown Baby, aka the Draft Mom, or the Roan, some of the true 5 year ago Cinema Draft alpha test OGs when we had a similar type of spreadsheet. Jaybird's reign of terror was pretty much complete. I think he won 7 of the 10 weeks in the final season of the test game. So yeah, I'm not saying we need to get used to this bullshit. We'll see what's new with with the new talent pool. But congratulations to Jaybird. His call sheet, as it were, he leaned heavily on Central Park, and I don't know how he does it. He keeps having a knack of finding the highest scoring shows in a talent pool and adding them to his call sheet. He went 6 deep on Central Park, headliner stack of the Vast of Night, which would have helped him, but also simultaneously I think would have hurt him if I think Ring Balls had anything to say about it. And he also had Quiz and Love Life, which all entered Game Lock with decent scores, considering Quiz was a show out on the BBC and already had a rating. Look at that, 2,200 people rated it. I don't know how many of that was from this weekend, but it still had a pretty hefty sample size of rating going into the weekend. So he was operating from a position of informational strength. And then Love Life was a Wednesday debut. I'm on the fence about doing Wednesday debuts, seeing how our game locks on Thursdays. We'll circle back to that concept a little later. But yeah, Love Life was fairly popular, more popular with audiences than with critics. I personally watched the first 3 Love Life shows that were on offer on HBO Max with its streaming debut late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, and I loved them. They're great. It's kind of like, I think it's been compared to a bit of like a modern day Sex and the City-ish, only it really just kind of focuses on Anna Kendrick. It's an Anna Kendrick delivery system for those of you like myself who have a minor obsession with her. Okay, so what else we got? Hebrew Hammer, 2nd place. Well done, man. Back-to-back weeks, you guys. Jaybird and Hebrew Hammer. Hebrew Hammer also winning 2nd place this week. And shout out to Hebrew Hammer. It was his donation of rolling his $15 2nd place finish into back to the player pool, the player prize pool. So I guess the extra $15 went right into Jaybird's pocket, Hebrew Hammer. I don't know how you feel about that. Your call sheet, nice and balanced, man. 4-pack of Central Park, And honestly, the 5-point difference was having two actors of Central Park short of Jaybird. That was essentially the difference. He had a headliner stack of Love Life, a headliner stack of Quiz, and a headliner stack of The Vast of Night. Pretty good looking call sheet. Oh, and if you're interested, the perfect call sheet is also similarly balanced, just a different way. So he had the right idea with a 4 stack of Central Park and a headliner stack of Love Life and a headliner stack of The Vast of Night. What he missed out on was Papicha. A little obscure. I believe it's foreign language, it's virtual, it's this, it's that. Anyways, that was what his call sheet was missing from a perfect call sheet and overtaking Jaybird. Ring balls, a very close third, 1,222 points. And to review his call sheet real quick again, he was heavy on Central Park. I like it. He had a six pack of Central Park, and it was this 3-pack of The Vast of Night. If The Vast of Night had registered that Rotten Tomatoes audience score, he would have taken it. Actually, I think he needed, what did you need? Ring balls. What was it, a 71? If he had a 71, yeah, that would have overtaken Jaybird. But Rotten Tomatoes, man, it's mercurial. That's why we discounted its actual bonus score, because as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of our 15 titles registered a default score. 2 reasons for that. Rotten Tomatoes is kind of bad at its job when it comes to registering audience scores. We've had anecdotal evidence of some of our players trying to get an audience score into Rotten Tomatoes, and whatever formula or aggregations methods they use in order to post audience scores, it just doesn't happen sometimes in that initial weekend. I have been looking for a possible replacement for this, but have not found anything yet to scale that we could use. So for now, we'll just have to work with this discounted bonus score. And also, on the other hand, I'm also trying to pick shows that not only reflect a diversity in the slate, from subject matter to platform to release date. I do like a late release date. We'll get into that in a second with these two. But also, I'm endeavoring to do a little better to get titles that I think might be covered by Rotten Tomatoes, but they're wholly unpredictable. So it's partly on them, partly on me. Little column A, little column B. Our highest grossing titles this week: Central Park, followed by Sea Change, and this was the Acorn TV drama from Australia. I guess was debuting its 4th season. So some scores were already out there, and these scores were entirely unchanged throughout the weekend. I'm not entirely out on Acorn TV because I have seen them. The last time we dabbled with Acorn TV, we were able to get movement on the final score from an audience score. So you just never know. I like Acorn TV. Quibi, though, we might be 100% out on. No one's watching these damn shows. No one cares. No one's reviewing them. It was kind of a doomed platform to start. I was questionable about the concept in general, and then the execution was just bad. All right, so you want to have quick bite shows, tiny, like 10 to 20 minute shows that are wholly viewed on your phone? So you can't even Chromecast it or project it onto a screen? Can't screen cap or meme any of these shows? It's almost like the leadership behind Quibi was too fucking old. I mean, it's like they didn't understand how not only just social media works, but how marketing works in the digital age. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. It might be a while before I try rostering a Quibi show in the talent pool again. It's just bad. They just suck. Lifetime surprised on Saturday when they actually did register an IMDb number, and then we got a 6.1 on Saturday, on I think Sunday's estimates, and then it got bumped up to 6.8 today. So never quite count Lifetime out. One thing we've seen with Lifetime shows is that they may not get critically reviewed, but they have an audience. Their audience will be heard from. Real quick, we'll go over my lowball winning call sheet. Yay, Mom, I did it. 795 points. By far the lowest score on the slate. Went heavy on the Captive Nanny, which nearly ruined my plans with that Lifetime showing. Quibi, if anything, I would have gone I would have gone max stack Quibi if I could. And then Groomzilla, a day player stack Groomzilla to secure the lowest score. And as I am the lowball winner this week, I will take that $10 and roll it into next week's prize pool. $40 to first, $20 to second place for the top 2 non-Cinema Draft employee call sheets. What else? Oh, and it is a point of personal privilege and pride. I present to you the Draft Mom's call sheet. Brown Baby herself. Give it up for Mom. I mean, just leaps and bounds. She went from nearly DFL last week to middle of the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. Just 30 points behind Jay Devlin, who also had a remarkable rebound this week, spurred on by the late-breaking scores of Sunday's debut of Laurel Canyon on Epix. Got 100 of Rotten Tomatoes critic score and 6.4 from IMDb user score to breathe some life into it. So well done by both of you, but Draft Mom, aka Brown Baby, how'd she do it? She heavily invested in the high note of 4-stack, and she was bang on Central Park. I missed that. Matter of fact, she had a 5-pack of Central Park, a 4-stack of the high note, and then 1 headliner from Love Life. And she and her 1134.89 beat my 1109.76 not in competition call sheet. This is the call sheet I would have run had I been playing for, had I not gone on a full lowball strategy. I had a 4-pack of Love Life, went with what we knew. Headliner stack of The Vast of Night. I was hoping to get a little more corroboration with those really high scores from Sea Change. No more scores were added to their total, so it was stagnant, 94.75. No room for improvement there. I only had 1, and it wasn't even a headliner, it was a freaking co-star. I only had 1 co-star from Central Park, and then I punted my last slot with Confessional, because as we know, you must have 10 actors, no more, no less, and stay under 100,000. And so I only had room left for a day player from Confessional. It was the best I thought of my bad choices. Okay, so let's move on to this week's new talent pool. 15 fresh ones, all up in your face, from 2040 to yourself and yours. This week we have virtual theaters again. We have Hulu, more video on demand, Netflix, Hallmark, Apple Plus TV. Comedy Central makes its debut. Up TV, which gave us the truly craptastic Roomzilla, is back for its 2nd week. And HBO. Oh, and Cinemax makes its debut with Trackers. And although I said I was pretty much done with Wednesday debuts, this one I haven't seen it yet, but I watched the trailer and it will have a special place in my heart. It's called Spelling the Dream, aka Breaking the Bee, okay, about spelling bee champions and I guess the training that goes into it. For those of you who did not know, I am a 6th grade spelling bee champion. We took it extremely serious. I was competing against 8th graders. I was pretty good. I went room champion, school champion, 5th in the city, Seattle, and then I went to districts, and I was like 13th in Western Washington, whereas like the top winner would go to like DC or something, and I was nowhere nearly as good as the final two. The final two, I remember sitting there watching them go word for word for an hour. There's no way I could have hung with those two nerds. But I love me some good spelling bee. I try to catch a glimpse of the Scripps National Spelling Bee every year, and so this Spelling the Dream B content is extremely my shit. So since this is my game, damn it, it's in the game. It's in the talent pool this week. Actually, what we price it at? I just gave it. I started at 10,000 for people who, since this is primarily an audience score driven game. People love these, these adorable, hardworking nerds. I mean, they love us spelling bee people. So I think from an audience standpoint, it'll probably be pretty good. And also from a documentary standpoint, I mean, how can you fuck this up? It's, I mean, now you just point a camera and shoot, but also you just find, the high achievers, see what they're doing, and it's almost comparable to a sports movie to an extent. Like, you see the training, you see the montages of them going through, their flashcards. Yeah, Mom and I use flashcards. That's about where the similarities end. We're talking like the mid 80s here, right? These guys, I mean, all the internet at their disposal. Who knows what crazy techniques of training they have? And that's why I'm tuning in for it. I mean, they already have a 10.0 rating for me on IMDb, and just working its way back down from there. I mean, I'm going to be spellbound, fascinated, and I guess that is an overdose of Spelling Bee content for you this week. So we got Spelling the Dream. It was not a great week as far as content, if you ask me. There weren't too many huge front runners. I May Destroy You, I thought kind of would be our front runner, but Michaela Cole, as much as I love her, as much as I love her 2-season UK show Chewing Gum, she's not a household name, so I'm not sure. And also, this is going to deal with, well, as it says, the question of sexual consent in contemporary life. I mean, I'm not sure it's going to be fun watching, but I'm going to watch it, and it feels like it's going to be pretty heavy. So just trying to get a feel for some of this pricing. I love Esther Pavitsky from the Little Scene sitcom that was on Freeform called Alone Together, which I called the Seinfeld for millennials. I mean, it was truly hilarious, and these guys truly did have entire episodes and talk about nothing, just like Seinfeld. But this one is just Esther Pavitsky sans her platonic life mate Benji, and I guess it's both parts stand-up special and also faux biography or whatever. I mean, you've got Priscilla Barnes, I mean, from Three's Company. Terry, yeah, remember Terry, Three's Company? Those of you all seen reruns? This is Terry from Three's Company. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to Esther Pavitsky, hot for my name. I mean, let's be real. Esther does sound like an old lady name. I'm just saying. We had her priced fairly modestly because no one really knows about her or her show, which is why it only lasted 2 seasons on Freeform. More documentaries, Dear, ... This one should, I mean, just from the people involved, reading, letters from an inventive approach to biographies of iconic figures in society by using letters written by those whose lives have been changed through their work. So actually I'm not sure if this actually might be that entertaining now that I think about it. I mean, basically this is what Spike Lee and Oprah reading letters about how great they are. I don't know. But anyways, it's a documentary. It's got famous people in it. I priced it up, I'm sure. 12,600 is at the starting point for Oprah. 12.3 for Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's not too bad. And Becky, kind of interesting. Joel McHale, Lulu Wilson. And I would guess our highest scoring one on this slate would be, in this talent pool, would be Damon Gameau and Eva Lazaro in 2040. It's a documentary. You know how documentaries get somewhat favored in this game. But also, it's been out since 2019, probably made the festival circuit, coming to virtual theaters near you. So that is our highest salaried cast of the slate. Yeah, and not a whole lot of places to punt this week. Maybe Hammer, a day player from Hammer, 5,500, looks puntable if you are low on funds. Country at Heart, it's Hallmark, man. Hallmark is kind of like Lifetime. I mean, they have their fans. You might get an IMDb score out of it. I can't say with any confidence you're going to get 4 scores across the board to give you a shot at anything more than a default score. So Country at Heart might be a trap, but it is our unofficial punt of the week at 5,000 for its lowest day player. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, one thing I want to call out this week. We're making a new rule. I'm going to see how it goes this week. You can submit up to three max call sheets this week. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing your call sheets. Easiest way to do it is just duplicate the tab to make multiple call sheets. And then please number them, or I will number them for you. All right? So we will give you more ways to win. Maybe some of you guys will go high, some of you guys will go low, combination of both, maybe all low, all high. I'm interested to see what you guys come up with. I'm ready for the extra work, damn it. I'm ready for the extra work. It'll be good to distract me during these times when my emotions are on a knife's edge. So you are allowed up to 3 call sheets this week. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with. And also, there's a reminder of, under the scoring tab, there's a reminder to take advantage of the master score list. Now recently updated. Make a copy. Go to File, make a copy, and then sort to your heart's content. Use the data all at your disposal. You will not find this on site at a place like DraftKings or FanDuel. They don't give you this type of access to aggregated scores so easily. So enjoy the data. Use it to help shape your strategies. We must shoot down the bird this weekend. It is our duty as Americans, at least most of us who are Americans. You feel targeted, Jaybird? You're damn right. I'm coming for you. I'm going high this week. And I might go low as well. All right, thanks everybody for watching and for putting up with me and my potentially churlish mood. I really do appreciate your support during this alpha test and helping you spend my money, our very low startup funds. But this has all been very helpful, very instructive. I do think we are crafting an excellent game for you in the near future. Hopefully just a few more weeks of the spreadsheets, and then we can be up on site doing something that's coded up and for real. So until next time, I think we're going to skip our podcast on Wednesday. We just don't need it right now. We'll definitely try to be back next week with the hour-long plus pod. We should be Ring Balls, our third place finisher this week, and DraftStream and Cinema Draft Enthusiast. All-around good guy. So be on the lookout for that sometime next week. We'll be back on pod most likely with a Thursday night recap of your submissions for the DraftStream game. So thank you all for playing. Good luck this week, and get those call sheets in by 6 p.m. Pacific time Thursday night. Thanks.